Hey, got a couple things going for me today. I'm going to be making some necklaces and a particular bracelet cuff that was known pretty well on a popular cult hit TV show back in the 2000s. A little bit of a surprise, can't get into too much further detail, but I will be making that today for someone special. Um, so I'm going to start like this, and then I'll do a blend of real time, quick time, and thanks for watching. Hope you enjoy. Alright, so now I'm going to solder on these pieces, which are going to serve as sort of a bracing, a stability point for this particular bracelet cuff right here. I've got it here, my very basic, simple style, which will be more fancy as we go along. And then these are my support brackets, essentially, right here. Very simple again. I'm just going to put some solder at the end, right there at the end. And then I'm going to take these and I'm going to solder them inside the structure, like that. So, let me begin. I'm going to heat it up, bring it to temperature. Won't take too much longer at this point. Lie it down into position. And slowly bring the heat. Boom, there we go. And now I can let go, and it's soldered. Alright, as you can see, I've soldered the brackets in. They're all in place now. I'm going to mold these to the sides so that obviously you can wear the cuff at this point. It's just these prongs are sticking up and out of the way. So these will go up against the sides and offer more support for the piece. And I'll show you that in a second. Alright, so I filed down the two ends to tapers because this is going to be part of the bracelet design when said and done. A lot of heavy filing here. This is all done by hand, no shortcuts. It's tiring on the forearm, tiring on the wrist, tiring on the fingers, but it'll be worth it when it's said and done. Alright, I've got my pieces soldered. You can see now I need to clip the excess ends from the bracelet. And then I will make the bezel, put the gemstone, and then add the other wires accordingly. So here we go. And I shall continue. Alright, I drew out this wire. This is going to become my bezel to fit this 20mm round carnelian cabochon. So I'm going to get started on that and see you soon. Alright, I've rounded out the piece. I've made a bezel. I'm now going to sand the edges flush so that they connect nicely, so when I solder it, I got a nice tight seam, no gaps. A bit more. That's it. Nice rounded, perfectly fitting seam. So now I'm going to solder that. Use a little flux. Allows the solder to smooth into the lines of the seam. Gently annealing the bezel. This is very light gauge, so I don't want it to melt. Just enough for the solder to flow. Like that. Okay. Alright, got the bezel on. Nice and soldered. Next are the final decorative touches, which I'll be showing you in fast time. Okay, so I have the first decorative piece of wire now soldered on. This looks very crude now. When it's said and done, it will not. It will look quite powerful and pretty, if I say so myself. I'm going to wrap this gently around this bezel without bending it, and then form my shapes that I want to make from the points, and that will be my next step. And then I have a second wire I'm going to add over this one.